All right, everybody, 5:50 Saturday evening. I'm 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins, and this is a Hurricane Melissa update. Boy, oh boy, do we've got a situation unfolding. Basically, everything that we've been looking at over the past couple of days is starting to come true. You can see, and I'll go over this a little bit, but the forecast models are taking this thing right into Jamaica. The white that you see here, those are the Hurricane Center forecast. Cat 1 now. Cat 3 as we get into tomorrow. Look at this Cat 5, then 4 as it turns, and it'll weaken a little bit over top of Jamaica, and then it heads towards eastern Cuba. You can see it looks a little bit better now. We've got some outflow on the west side, so we have less wind shear, and that is allowing this thing to take off. So let's get down to the forecast models. Let's start with the radar. You can see that there. This is obviously for the Jamaican radar that they have. They're getting some showers coming in now, nothing major, but these are, you can consider these basically outer rain bands wrapped around the system itself. A little bit further offshore, though, you can see the actual center, the eye of the system. And in fact, it's getting better organized now, and it should continue to go. We're going to be in the situation where we end up with eye wall replacement cycles, things like that. Here is the track from the Hurricane Center. By the way, 90-mile-per-hour winds. It's moving to the west at 3 miles per hour, and it basically will continue that track until late Sunday night. Well, I think even Monday, and then it starts to turn to the north Monday night and into Tuesday. You see, Tuesday is the day that's going to be coming across, late Monday night into Tuesday. It's coming across Jamaica. Then it goes up over Cuba. The red, obviously, Jamaica has a hurricane watch, hurricane warning, excuse me. Jamaica with the warning, while eastern Cuba has the watch, but that watch will likely go to a warning for eastern Cuba, and that includes Guantanamo Bay. They are evacuating non-essential personnel from Guantanamo Bay, Gitmo, and they want them all off by tonight. If not, I think the latest they want them off is by tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. So they have been preparing for that as well. Here are some key messages. I'm just going to read just the Jamaica one. A multi-day period of damaging winds and heavy rainfall is expected to begin tonight. This will cause catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and numerous landslides. Extensive infrastructural damage, long-duration power and communication outages, and potentially prolonged isolation of communities is likely. A life-threatening storm surge is also likely along portions of the southern coast early this week. Haiti, it's more of just the high precip amounts, including flash flooding and landslides. Dominican Republic, kind of the same thing, but they're going to get a ton of rain out of this as well. Eastern Cuba, southeast Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos. Monitor Melissa closely. There's an increasing risk of a significant storm surge, damaging winds, and heavy rainfall by the middle of next week. We're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Cuba, southeast and Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos. There's a risk of life-threatening flash flooding and landslides is increasing. They've got hurricane watch for parts of that area right now. All right, you're not going to be able to see much of this. There's some winds up here in Montego Bay that are out of the east-northeast at 22 miles per hour. That's not bad, okay? Here's the big picture, all right? And I'm going to zoom in on this, but what's going to happen is there is a frontal boundary coming, sitting up in here, okay? And it's part of a big trough, and that kind of pulls on this, all right? So one trough is going to come through. That'll lift out, and it kind of gets this started, and then you get another trough coming through that'll really help to pick this up, all right? So you'll see the one come through. You see it turning to the north. Here comes another one. Look at that other one. That's picking this thing and really taking it up, okay? Here's a better look at that. Look over Texas. You see Texas right there? You see that trough coming through? That is what literally it's like a magnet almost, like it pulls it, right? But in this case, when it gets closer, so you get that dip, you want to get this close to this because then that will pull it, all right? So I think the first one misses it. It's pulling it quite a bit. Watch this. It's trying to merge it, but even if it doesn't grab it, the second one is way deep. Look at that across the southeast. Cool air, cold for some coming in the southeast and even Florida, but that's Thursday of next week. That'll pick it up and take it out, okay? Now, let's talk closer to the models here. I want to go through some timing. This is tomorrow morning sunrise, all right? Still offshore. This is tomorrow evening 6 o'clock. Okay? This is Monday morning sunrise. Anything that you're doing in Jamaica to be done needs to be done by midday on Sunday, certainly before sunset. You'll already have rain there, but the weather's really going to go down Monday. This is, again, Monday morning, 7 a.m. It's already affecting. Now, look, you're going to see Cat 5 numbers for the winds, okay? Potentially. At least 150 mile per hour winds. By Monday afternoon, those highest winds are out here. Okay, here's the coastline of Jamaica. All right, the highest winds are going to be out here. It will likely weaken a touch before it moves on shore, but that would be Monday night into Tuesday. This is Tuesday, Monday night, 9 p.m. Oh man, it's worst case scenario. I mean, you get something like this, but when it happens at night, it's even worse because you just can't see, right? And then it comes across. This is sunrise on Tuesday morning. Not a pretty sight right across Jamaica. And then by sunset, it's already off the island, okay? So we're talking Monday night through Tuesday, through the first half of Tuesday at least. And now you've got Cuba. So now you've got a second landfall likely up here by Wednesday. Well, this is Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, 1 a.m. So late Tuesday night, early Wednesday, you get a second landfall in Cuba. That'll clear Cuba in the afternoon on Wednesday. Turks and Caicos, worst weather is Wednesday. This is 5 p.m. And here it comes Wednesday night through the Turks and Caicos. And then after that, it's up and out. All right. Here are some of the wind forecasts. This is just the European model. That's what I've been showing you. But this is also what I wanted to show you. Now, see how those high winds are right there around the outside? This is 5 a.m. Monday morning. So again, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, you're going to see some crazy wind numbers, but especially tomorrow when you see those numbers, remember that wind's offshore. But here we go, Monday at noon, and the winds really start to push on shore. It kind of lingers a little bit. That's Monday night, Tuesday morning, 1 a.m. The eye is moving on shore. This is basically Tuesday morning at sunrise. You can see the winds kind of fall apart a little bit because of the mountains of Jamaica will weaken the storm, but not a whole lot, right? This is the brunt of the storm late Monday night through Tuesday morning. This is Tuesday afternoon. The winds are pulling away and things are slowly recovering and drying out, but slowly on Tuesday. And then Cuba, here we go with the winds. This is 11 p.m. Tuesday night. That is 8 a.m. to Wednesday morning. Turks and Caicos, that's 2 p.m. Wednesday, 11 p.m. Wednesday, and then finally clearing by 8 a.m. Thursday as it moves out, okay? Rainfall. So this is in millimeters, but this is just the European model. It's saying about 441 millimeters. That's about 17 plus inches of rainfall, okay? Now, there will be spots in Jamaica that probably get 25 to 30 inches of rainfall because you have a process called orographic lifting. And I'm just going to draw this sideways. Here's the mountain, okay? And if the wind's coming this way, as the wind comes in, it goes up, it squeezes a bunch of moisture and it rains more, all right? When that comes down the other side, you don't get as much rain. But this process of this being forced up squeezes out a lot of rain. That's going to give them that 15 to 30 inch possibility for those rainfall totals. Forecast models, here we go. You can see most of them agree with this. If anything, there has been a switch to the east with the forecast models, meaning it would come over here. I mean, it's going to go to the west like it is now, but some of them had it further over and then going east. Now, really, most of the modeling has shifted and it's now coming back into this area right in here. And in fact, if you look at this, let me show you this. This is an idea of that. The black line is basically the latest, okay, this right here, but you can see where the forecasts were. These are from the Hurricane Center's forecast, okay? So you can see how they've shifted to go more over central or eastern Jamaica and obviously that eastern tip of Cuba. Let me switch back to this. This is the intensity forecast models. You can see a lot of them get it into obviously Cat 3, but Cat 4 in here. Cat 5 starts at 157. I think the Hurricane Center has it at 150 or 155 on Monday, just south of Jamaica. So that's the threat at this particular point. All right, guys, stay tuned. We will keep you updated on this, of course, as we go through The rest of the weekend is going to be a long 4 days or so for Jamaica.